I couldn't believe I went in the other day and there was Laser 4s in Champs, almost basically a full size one, just sitting there.
Yeah, just sitting there.
And it's like, these shoes, like people complained about it, they added a few more bucks on top, but now nobody's buying them.
Yeah.
Like the 4510s, you could have bought them, what was 4 days later, 5 days later.
Mm-hmm.
The Lasers you could buy. I'm sure it's going to be the same thing with these 5s.
Yeah.
But they're also flooding the market.
That's true.
Like they're producing a crazy amount of pairs. But I don't know if they're doing that to like kind of hurt the resale game, or they just know that no matter what, over time, eventually they're going to sell out. There's no money to be made really off these new releases anymore.
Yeah, not at all.
Very limited amount. $20, $30 a pair, if that. I mean, who's buying a shoe at $190 and then paying $290 for it? You know, and the Laser price, I couldn't believe that they were charging $250 for that shoe.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for a shoe.
Yeah. On top of that, then you got the taxes.
And then you got in New York.
So
I'm lucky. I'm in Jersey.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I don't pay those, but for everybody else, that's crazy.
And then like $270, $280.
Yeah, $272 I think it was, or something like that, or $268 or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. Yeah, add all that stuff in, and shoes become real expensive, especially if you're buying, say, one release every weekend. You're talking about you're spending $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
You're spending a rent, or you're spending a car payment, or whatever it may be.
Yeah,
a month on shoes.
The way it's going now, something has released every week, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Sometimes 2 things.
Yeah.
You know, like I was just away, and we got back, and we got to pick up 4 pairs this weekend.
Right.
You're coming out your pocket $800 to $1,000 right then and there. It gets expensive, bro. It's an expensive hobby. You know what I mean? And now like everybody's caught on to the whole like sample thing. So like now everyone's spending all this crazy money on samples. You know, whether it's the parents buying them or they're buying them for themselves.
Yeah.
Bro, some of these shoes, you see the prices of these shoes. It's
astronomical.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, the most I'd ever pay for a shoe was $10,000, which is the most I've ever paid for anything.
What shoe was that?
Actually, I think I paid $8,500 for my M's. I'm trying to think what else I paid an expensive amount. I paid like somewhere around that for my undefeateds. I'm trying to think what else that I got that's expensive like that. I don't know, but say $8,500, $10,000, whatever it is, around that. That's the most I paid for any of my shoes. I won't pay over $10,000, but I don't care what shoe it is.
Yeah.
That's just, to me, that's like, there's so many other things for $10,000 that you could buy that are way more. I'd rather have a nice watch, or I'd rather have something that, you know, you could actually enjoy more than just wearing it. You know, something that's you could put on your wrist every day, or something that, you know, you don't have to, you're not wearing that shoe every day.
True.
So, you know, spend that money. But again, to the people who have that money to spend, I mean, I could spend it, but the people who have that money to spend, it's no kudos to them. It's not like I'm saying like, oh, if you got the money, spend it. Of course, if you got the money, spend it. But just to me, like, that's just, when you're spending 10 or more on a shoe, you're talking about a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of money that's like, it's a shoe.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because I feel like as the prices go up, they're like testing people to see if they'll actually buy them, and it's
100%.
It's working.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, someone made me a crazy offer on a shoe that I didn't pay anywhere close to that for, and it was around that figure. I took it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not, and like, I'm not I mean, my store sells shoes. I don't sell my shoes, but my store sells shoes.
Right.
But, you know, when someone comes along and makes me an offer that you can't refuse for a shoe, it's like, okay, you know what I mean? To me, it's a shoe. You know what I mean? And like, I love my collection. I love how I've built it, and I love all those things. But at the end of the day, like, if you're willing to pay something like that for it, go ahead. It's yours. I mean, bro, $25,000 for a used pair of M&Ms.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the most unheard of thing like, you're talking about, that's pretty much a brand new Honda Civic or something along those lines. Legitimately, a brand new car that you're paying for a shoe. Yeah. But people are willing to pay it, so that's what it is. That's what the market has come to.
He really just hit me up one day. It was like, yo, come by the studio. And it was like far. It was like a 3-hour drive. But I went down there, and I felt like I was in school, you know, and I was just happy to just be there and just learn and just watch this creative process.
We always wanted like air bubble shoes and like bulky shoes and all that. Like, that was just our wave, you know. And I know Baltimore and a lot of like Harlem was rocking with it too, but DC, that's phone positive land.